The royal family of Jordan celebrate Independence Day in Amman. Queen Matilda of the Belgians participates in a race in Brussels. The princely family of Monaco attend the final of the F1 Monaco Grand Prix in Monte Carlo. And King Frederik X of Denmark celebrates his 56th birthday in Copenhagen. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. On Sunday in Copenhagen, His Majesty King Frederik X of Denmark celebrated his 56th birthday. On his special day, the king appeared on the balcony to wave to the hundreds of Danes and tourists who had waited for hours on Amalienborg Square to wish His Majesty the King a very happy birthday. Moments later, Her Majesty Queen Mary of Denmark, Her Majesty Queen Margrethe of Denmark, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Christian of Denmark, Her Royal Highness Princess Isabella of Denmark, His Royal Highness Prince Vincent of Denmark, and Her Royal Highness Princess Josephine of Denmark joined the king on the balcony. Meanwhile, the Royal Court of Denmark announced that His Majesty the King had bestowed the Grand Commander's Cross of the Order of the Dane, which is the highest rank of the Order of the Dannebrog. The order is awarded to royalty. Her Majesty the Queen's Grand Commander's Cross was previously worn by the late Prince Henrik of Denmark. The Grand Commander's Cross of the Order of the Dane was carefully restored and re-enciphered with the king's monogram and placed on the cross. The Royal Court of Denmark notes that before the Order of the Dannebrog was opened to women in 1951, quote, it was customary for queens to be awarded the Grand Commander's Cross as a special gesture. It first happened when Frederik VI's widow, Queen Marie-Sophie Fredericka, was awarded the Grand Commander's Cross by Christian VIII in 1840. After this, Christian VIII's widow, Caroline Amalie, was awarded the Grand Commander's Cross in 1865 by Christian IX, who also awarded her own Queen Louise Grand Commander's Cross in 1883. Queen Alexandrine was awarded the Grand Commander's Cross by her son, Frederik IX, in 1948. Queen Ingrid was awarded the Grand Commander's Cross on Frederik IX's birthday in 1959. End quote. There are currently 7 Grand Commanders of the Order of the Dannebrog. In addition to the King and Queen, the Grand Commander's Cross is worn by Her Majesty Queen Margrethe, His Royal Highness Prince Joachim of Denmark, Her Royal Highness Princess Benedicte of Denmark, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden, and His Majesty King Harald V of Norway. On Saturday evening, the Royal Court of Denmark released a new official portrait of the king. The portrait was photographed by Mr. Steen Evold. This afternoon in Asker, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway presided over the opening of Culture Days at Blakstad Hospital. According to the Royal Court of Norway, the purpose of the event is to provide positive and meaningful experiences for the patients at the hospital. In her speech, the Crown Princess said, quote, Culture Days here at Blakstad is an annual event that I know many people look forward to. It provides a breathing space and a great opportunity to celebrate what art and culture mean to us in our lives. Because what would we do without music, films, pictures, and poems? Words and images and expressions meet us in another place, which opens up and pushes us a little out of our usual path. Who meets us with humor and recognition, with a soft hand over the cheek, or like a fist in the stomach. Something that moves and touches, something important, something that concerns us. It is the power of art and culture. End quote. During the event, there were musical performances and poetry recitations from the group Cabaret for the Moment. The group consists of former and current patients at Blakstad Hospital. On Monday in Stockholm, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden participated in the Nordic Museum and Skansen's Friends annual meeting held at the Nordic Museum. Also on Sunday, their Imperial Majesties, Emperor Naruhito and Empress Moscow of Japan concluded their 2-day official visit to the Okayama Prefecture. The day began with the Emperor and Empress attending the 74th edition of the National Tree Planting Festival held at the Zip Arena, Okayama. In the afternoon, the imperial couple visited the Mabicho district of Kurashiki City, where they met with the mayor, Kaori Ito. In July 2018, the Mabicho district suffered serious damage and loss of lives after heavy rains in western Japan. According to Kyoto News, quote, "The collapse of the river levee caused about 1,200 hectares of the area, or about 30%, to be flooded, and 74 people died." End quote. The Emperor and Empress also spent time meeting with the victims of the disaster and held a moment of silence in memory of those who lost their lives. On Saturday, Their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, met with F1 sports fans in the grandstands at the Monégasque Association of Motor Disabled People on the Rue des Remparts in Monacoville. The Rue des Remparts has, in my opinion, the best view of Monaco and of Port Uccle. According to the Palais Français de Monaco, quote, "The grandstands are available every year to individuals with reduced mobility who want to watch the F1 Monaco Grand Prix." End quote. On Sunday morning, the Palais Français de Monaco released a new photo of Her Serene Highness, Princess Charlene of Monaco, and her 2 children, His Serene Highness, Hereditary Prince Jacques of Monaco, and Her Serene Highness, Princess Gabriella of Monaco, on the occasion of Mother's Day. The image was taken on Wednesday, May 15th, in Paris, France. On that day, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, received the Commander of the Order of Agricultural Merit from the President of the French Republic, Emmanuel Macron, at the Palais de l'Élysée. On Sunday afternoon, Their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by Mr. Andrea Casaraghi, Mrs. Shala Casaraghi-Rassam, Mr. Pierre Casaraghi, Mrs. Beatrice Borromeo Casaraghi, Her Royal Highness Princess Alexandra of Hanover, and her boyfriend, Mr. Ben Strautmann, Mr. Louis Ducreuil and his wife, Mrs. Marie Ducreuil, Ms. Pauline Ducreuil, and Ms. Camille Gottlieb, attended the final of the 81st edition of the Monaco Grand Prix in Monte Carlo. So, who won the famous race? Well, I'm pretty sure you guessed it by now. Everybody knows. If you don't, well, it's 26-year-old Monégasque native, Mr. Charles Leclerc. Mr. Leclerc is the first native Monégasque F1 driver to win the F1 Monaco Grand Prix. During the celebrations on the podium, an emotional Prince Albert II of Monaco gave Mr. Leclerc a big bear hug, as well as joined in on the fun of spraying champagne on Mr. Leclerc. Congratulations to Mr. Leclerc on his historic win. Bravo, congratulations. It was a great race. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I did. It was fantastic. What a moment in history. My goodness. In the evening, the Sovereign Prince couple attended the F1 Monaco Grand Prix Gala held inside the Salle des Étoiles at the Sporting Monte Carlo, and an after-party at Jimmy Z's in Larvoto. In Madrid, His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, held an audience with the president of the Inter-American Development Bank, Mr. Elon Goldfan, at Palacio de la Zarzuela. In Rotterdam, His Majesty, King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, opened the World Sea Congress at the Ahoy. According to RVD, during the WSC, quote, 1,800 specialists from more than 400 companies from 65 countries will meet to exchange ideas on current international issues such as food security and quality and sustainability of agriculture and horticulture. In addition, the WSC will showcase innovations, stimulate collaboration, and introduce new generations to the seed sector. The Dutch seed sector is the world leader in breeding, propagation, and export of seeds and young plants. End quote. I didn't know that. That's interesting. This morning in Brussels, His Majesty, King Philippe of the Belgians, held a meeting with the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. On Sunday, Her Majesty, Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, participated in the 44th edition of the 20 km de Bruxelles. This year, over 45,000 runners and walkers participated in the popular race. On Monday evening, His Royal Highness, Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg, attended a dinner at Windsor Castle hosted by His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom. In Amman, His Majesty, King Abdullah II of Jordan, and His Royal Highness, Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II of Jordan, held a meeting with representatives from 7 international companies to discuss investment opportunities and economic cooperation. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, during the meeting, the king, quote, stressed that Jordan's stable business environment and qualified talents have strengthened its ability to attract investments. The king also highlighted the success achieved by leading international companies in Jordan, such as Amazon and Cisco, noting the importance of capitalizing on available investment opportunities. End quote. On Saturday evening, Their Majesties, King Abdullah II and Queen Rania of Jordan, and His Royal Highness, Prince Hashem bin Abdullah II of Jordan, attended a ceremony in the courtyard at Al Husseiniya Palace on the occasion of the 78th anniversary of the Kingdom of Jordan's independence. Also attending the ceremony were the Royal Highnesses Prince Faisal bin Al Hussein and Princess Zina Al Faisal of Jordan, His Royal Highness Prince Ali bin Al Hussein and Princess Rim Al Ali of Jordan, His Royal Highness Prince Hashem bin Al Hussein of Jordan, Her Royal Highness Princess Alia bint Al Hussein of Jordan, senior officials and officers, members of the diplomatic corps, representatives of political parties, civil society organizations, and professional associations. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, during the ceremony, the king bestowed royal medals, including the Independence Medal First Class and the King Abdullah II bin Al Hussein Medal for Excellence First Class, on Jordanian institutions and individuals in, quote, recognition of their distinguished achievements and contributions to Jordan's progress and modernization, end quote. And finally, on Saturday, His Royal Highness, Prince Stanislaus of Bavaria, married Miss Isabella Hampel at the beautiful Collegiate Church of St. Peter in Salzburg, Austria. The new Princess Isabella of Bavaria was born in Vienna, Austria. Over 250 guests attended the wedding, including His Royal Highness, Duke Franz of Bavaria, and his longtime partner, Mr. Thomas Greinwald. Their Royal Highnesses, Prince Ludwig and Princess Sophie Alexandra of Bavaria, His Royal Highness, Prince Marcello of Bavaria, Her Royal Highness, Princess Odilia of Bavaria, and their Royal Highnesses, Prince Christoph and Prince Gudula of Bavaria, to name a few. Wonderful news. Congratulations, Prince Stanislaus and Princess Isabella of Bavaria. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, May 29th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Comment below and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.